Hello, Facebook Live. Welcome to day 112 of 365 days. So, I want to share a passage with you inside of the Sophia Code that I was, looking around to see which page I wanted to share. And this one really stuck out at me, especially with some of the things that I have been talking about recently here on Facebook Live. So if you know of a woman who needs to rebuild her trust with herself and who is on that path of healing herself and is looking for the strength, this is alive for her, please share this. Or if you know of a woman who gets this kind of work about trusting herself, this is just going to fortify that relationship, because this trust with yourself is a relationship that you're continually always expanding upon. And it's a growth that sometimes we do on our own, and then sometimes that we have mentors to remind us of our own divinity as well. So the passage goes like this. Let me see where I want to start. I guess I'll start from the first I'm going to read 2 paragraphs. Okay. Yeah, choosing to follow your higher self's guidance does not mean subjecting yourself to any judgment or qualifying standard of perfectionist behavior. Rather, surrendering your awareness to be operated by your higher self means that you are on a journey of being mentored by your own divinity. And every challenging experience, your higher self mentors you in the art of responding to life versus reacting to it, guiding you to act with grace and move with purpose by recognizing what information your emotional guidance system is sharing with you. Your higher self also mentors you in how to courageously seek your happiness and fulfill your destiny while exploring the vulnerable and risky landscapes of the unknown. In every present moment, your higher self is waiting for you to make this free will choice and surrender to its higher power, guiding you from within, speaking through your body, heart, and emotions. Many spend their entire lives resisting the one single decision to trust their higher self, in an unconscious battle waged against their greatest potential. So when you learn to trust yourself, and this is what I meant when I said in some of my posts that I posted about this connection with God, that in order to trust God, you really have to trust yourself. Because when you're trusting yourself, capital S, you are trusting your higher self, and you are aligning with your greatest divinity within. You are aligning with the truth of God. When you are aligning with your higher self, using your intuition, using your discernment, you are trusting, you are connecting with this higher self that is mentoring by your own divinity, which is why I say trust yourself. You have your own wisdom within that is wanting to be activated. You don't have to consistently be seeking outside. Do we have mentors and guides and things like that in our life? Yes, because we need each other. Because there's people who have unlocked something that we want to unlock, but that never, ever, ever goes against your own internal guidance system. The way that I coach my clients is always I'm going to share you wisdom, knowledge, guidance, and I will help you find your answer. But always know that in the end, you don't have to believe everything that I say. What I say is not God. What I say is not law. It is from my own lived experience and wisdom from coaching women in this thing, what I have noticed. And at the end of the day, you know what is best for you. You know how to guide yourself because you have this internal guidance system within you. And when we learn to activate this, you are activating your sovereignty. This was my greatest initiation, was connecting to my higher self when with my ex-fiance, which was my greatest awakening. He was my greatest awakening because I had to really listen to me, really listen to myself, to all of the things, to how to courageously seek your happiness and fulfill your destiny while exploring the vulnerable and risky landscapes of the unknown. I had to courageously step into my truth. I had to courageously step into my authenticity, knowing that I did not know what was going to happen on the other side, but I had me, and I was connected to my own guidance system. And my emotions were telling me if I was on the right path. My emotions were telling me, does this feel aligned to me? Is this aligned with my highest self? Or do I feel off? Do I feel resistance? Or am I just triggered and activated that's telling me there's something here that I need to work on? So your emotions, your internal guidance system, your emotions are there to serve you. They are not there to be against you. They are there for you to learn how to trust what you're feeling, validate what you're feeling, and then decide, okay, are my emotions telling me that I need to go this way and to trust this alignment that where I'm going to, because this feels maybe uncomfortable, but what I know is best for me? Or is my emotional guidance system telling me like, ooh, if I go this way, I'm like I feel resistant and that doesn't feel good. I feel confined. I feel whatever. Which is why it's so important to understand your emotions. Or am I feeling triggered and do I need to work through this versus having to make a decision, right? So our emotional guidance system is always going to put us on the right path if we take time to listen to it and understand it, which is part of the connection with our higher self, which is going to bring you closer to your relationship with God. Your relationship with God is both ways. It is a relationship that you ask to receive guidance, to receive love, to receive support, to receive miracles, and that you are consistently in a sovereign alignment with your higher self, and that you meet God halfway. It's like any relationship. I'm in a relationship with Ron, so I ask for guidance, I ask for love, I ask for support, I ask for all the things. And I need to make sure I'm taking care of myself too, with my own self, with my relationship to my body, with giving myself love, with giving myself all the things that I'm asking for too, and meeting Ron halfway in the relationship. No, not really halfway, but like really meeting him in the relationship, right? So like with God, you're really meeting him in your trust and surrender to him. And this is what I love here, where it says like, in every challenging experience, your higher self mentors you in the art of responding to life versus reacting to it. And this is where emotional intelligence is perfect to help us be in alignment with our higher self. Because when we are in a constant state of reactivity, we're in survival. You're not connected with your higher self. You're connected with your lowercase self, with the ego, with our pain body, with our wounded inner child, right? And it's not to be mad at those versions of us. As a matter of fact, we have to love those parts of us and integrate it into wholeness so that no parts of ourselves are fragmented, so that all parts of us are in the whole. And we can connect with our truth, with what our greatest fulfillment in life will lead us to. So that is the passage. I highly recommend this book. I kind of like reading things here. It reminds me, it's great for myself. It reminds me of there's a message in here for me as well, always, every single time. And I remember one of my mentors said, and I've heard this somewhere else too, it's like, it's not about always attaining more knowledge. It's actually about mastering the wisdom and the knowledge that you already have. Like how much deeper can you integrate into it? How much deeper can you integrate into it? So with that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have this right next to me. I'm going to read this every morning and grab a passage. open the book and see what it has to offer me. And even if it's things that I already know, like this, it's like, okay, in every present moment, my higher self is waiting on me to make this free will choice to surrender to its higher power, guiding me from within, speaking through my body, heart, and emotions. It's like, okay, how can I embody that today? My nose is itchy, Ron. It burnt, I was burning some wood and it got smoky. My nose gets itchy with that. All right, so that is the passage for today. Let that land. So not only let that land, but see if as often as you can, and every decision and every present moment, connect with your higher self, which can look like this. Just holding onto your heart and asking yourself what feels, higher self, what feels like the best decision for me. And you lean into your body, you lean into your emotions, what your emotions are telling you, which you can either feel in your heart, you can feel in your gut, you can maybe feel anywhere else in your body, in your womb. Kind of like womb, gut, and heart is where you're going to be able to sense where your emotions, or you, depending on your clairs too, you may see something, you may see like what colors are being represented by the decision that you're making, or you may hear something, or you may just know something. So, and then the clairsentient, you're going to just feel it really in your body, which is really what I am. I'm very much a feeler. So you can also use any four of those clairs, which is really important, which I wish I knew this in the very beginning so I could understand a lot more about my own intuition and how to connect with my higher self, because I had no idea about these four different intuitive clairs in order to read your own intuition. It would have made things a lot easier for me. So tap into your heart, ask for guidance, and feel what your emotions are telling you about the decision that you're going to make. Does this feel good? Does this not feel good? Does this feel aligned? Does this not feel aligned? Does this feel on a scale of 1 to 10? How do I feel about this? 10 being so happy, 1 being not happy at all. Like I've used the scale sometimes when I'm trying to really figure out because what to do specifically in projects, or even if it's a decision about which dress to wear. It said there, every present moment. It didn't even say in important matters. It said every present moment, which means things like your dress, things like how you're going to decorate your room, things like whatever it is, your internal guidance system is there. Things like your relationship to your partner, it's always there. And then if you can start building it with the little things, when it comes to the big things, you're going to really know yourself already. To trust your intuition and trust your discernment. It's going to get you so much closer to your truth and so much closer to your relationship with God, with universe, whatever it is that you believe in. All right, so that's the message for today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.